Greek mythology is not just entertainment. It is a way to explain the origins of everything, natural phenomena. It helps us understand why there is land, why there is sky, why there are early morning rain clouds, lightning, and why it's not appropriate to have relationships within the same bloodline. Anything the Greeks couldn't explain, they attributed to gods and created stories that may seem illogical and lacking in logic, but Greek mythology is a representation of the beauty in the creativity of the Greek mind and humanity in general. To this day, Greek mythology remains very popular and appealing not only because it contains many valuable lessons, but also because it is filled with the primal wilderness of humanity, a feeling that we seldom experience today. Before gods like Zeus, the god of thunder, Apollo, the Greek sun god, and Poseidon, the god of the sea, came into existence, the Greeks believed that the world began from a deep and mysterious void, a state of existence called chaos, the primordial void. Chaos existed before the basic elements of the universe, such as earth, sky, and natural phenomena were formed. It was a state of existence devoid of sensation and unaffected by factors like happiness, pain, love, money, and power. Chaos enveloped the vast expanse of space with its profound, mystical, and empty nature. From chaos, Erebus, the deep darkness of the underworld, Nyx, the night, Tartarus, the underworld, and Eros, love and desire, were born. Despite bringing love, Eros was blindfolded, so his arrows of love often missed their mark, causing immense suffering for humanity, plunging them into blind and irrational situations. Later, Nyx and Erebus married, and their union gave birth to day, Hemera, and light, ether. Since then, the world has been filled with alternating periods of day and night. Gaia, with her boundless fertility, gave birth to Uranus, the sky, Aurea, the mountains, and Pontus, the sea. Gaia, feeling lonely, then married her son Uranus and gave birth to 3 sets of offspring, among them 3 giants, the Cyclops, fierce and brutish creatures who forged countless weapons and divine armor for the gods. Their brothers were Ages, who had lightning, Sterops, who had flashes of lightning, and Brontes, who had thunder. Secondly, there were 3 giant gods, Hecatonchires, consisting of Cottus, Gyges, and Briareus, each of whom had 100 hands and 50 heads. The third group comprises the 12 Titans, among whom are 6 male Titans. One of them is Oceanus, the embodiment of the ocean and water, with the power to control the sun, moon, and stars. Oceanus lived apart from his siblings at the bottom of the deep sea, never attending meetings with the other gods. 2 of the 12 Titans are Kus, representing intellect, and Crius, representing the constellations, specifically the constellation Aries. Next is Hyperion, embodying light and protection. Then there is Iapetus, representing skillfulness and wisdom, the forefather of humanity. Iapetus played a crucial role as he fathered the 4 traits of humanity in the form of 4 gods, including Prometheus, who later brought fire to humanity. Prometheus also created humanity from clay, embodying intelligence, creativity, and compassion. Epimetheus, Prometheus's brother, embodies foolishness and regret, being the husband of Pandora, the first woman. Atlas, embodying strength and resilience, later had to replace his father in holding up the sky. Iapetus's last son is Menetius, embodying arrogance and violence, who was defeated by Zeus and cast into Tartarus. Returning to the 6 male Titans, the last Titan is Kronos, the embodiment of time, who would overthrow his father to rule the gods. Apart from Oceanus, the sea god, and Kronos, responsible for time, the remaining Titans were born with the task of being the 4 pillars supporting the sky, namely Uranus, to prevent the sky from collapsing onto Mother Earth, Gaia. The sky has 4 pillars. Crius, representing the constellation Aries, stands in the south, because that's where Aries rises. Kus, representing intellect, stands in the north. Iapetus, representing skillfulness, stands in the west. Hyperion, the god of light, stands in the east. As for the 6 female Titans, they were each matched and brought together through the blind love of Eros, leading to unions and marriages among their Titan siblings, resulting in incestuous relationships. Oceanus, the ruler of all the water sources in the world, married Tethys, the embodiment of rivers and springs. They produced offspring as numerous as water, nurturing 3,000 sons and 3,000 daughters. Titan Kus, representing intellect, wed Phoebe, also embodying intellect. They gave birth to Leto and Asteria, 2 exceptionally beautiful gods, whose beauty caused them countless troubles and hardships. Many of these sufferings were related to Zeus, Titan of light. Hyperion married the Titaness of light. There, when their lights combined, they gave birth to the sun, Helios, the moon, Selene, and the dawn, Eos. The Titan of time, Kronos, married the Titaness Rhea and bore Hestia, the goddess of home, hearth, and family. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, and Hera, the goddess of marriage. Their 3 sons are Hades, Poseidon, and the one largely responsible for most of Greek mythology's tales, Zeus. Titan Themis remained unmarried and was appointed as the embodiment of justice and order. Titan Mnemosyne is the keeper of humanity's memories. This is the tale of the first generation of Uranus and Gaia's offspring, the Titans and Titanesses. Thus, the Titans often proliferated and gave rise to generations of descendants, some benevolent, some fierce, among whom were the gods and goddesses. That's the ancient Greek explanation of the origin of the universe and the world. The universe is born from chaos. Chaos gives birth to darkness and night. Darkness and night intertwine and give birth to light, day, and air. The earth is also born from chaos. Then, the earth gives birth to the sky, mountains, seas, and the offspring of the earth and sky give birth to the sun and moon. Ancient Greeks also had a clear understanding of love. Love is something pure, beautiful, but also something enchanting that brings pain to humanity. The sky staying high without collapsing is due to being supported by skillfulness, intellect, light, and balance. During this era, Uranus ruled over everything, but his reign did not last long. As soon as his wife, Gaia, gave birth to the Cyclops and Hecatonchires, Uranus found them too ugly and repulsive, so he immediately thrust them back into Gaia's womb, the depths of the earth. This act caused Gaia immense pain. Gaia sought out her Titan children to conspire against their father, but not a single Titan dared to heed their mother's words. Only Titan Kronos had the courage to take on that task. So, Gaia created a sickle and gave it to Kronos to lead the Titans in dealing with their father. The Titans, who were once the pillars holding up the sky, now rebelled against it, causing the sky to collapse. Kronos led his siblings in castrating their father and throwing his genitals into the sea. Uranus, in agony, shed his blood onto the earth, giving rise to the Furies, Erinyes, and the giants Agigantes. His genitals fell into the sea, creating foam that transformed into the goddess of love and beauty, Aphrodite. Kronos then freed his siblings from the core of the earth. After overthrowing Uranus, Kronos ascended to become the king of all the gods of the era, known as the Golden Age. At this time, everything was beautiful. Mother Earth, Gaia, generously provided abundant harvests, and humans lived in prosperity, warmth, without any unhappiness, sorrow, illness. People aged and peacefully transitioned into the afterlife. From this story, we can observe the shift in the beliefs and position of the ancient Greeks regarding nature. Initially, they feared the sky, as it was cruel, bringing calamities and dangers. As society developed, humans became better able to withstand nature's challenges and were less afraid of it. Hence, the sky was overturned, but humans still had to succumb to a powerful and equally cruel deity, time. Time was even more ruthless than the sky. With enough time, all achievements could be destroyed. However, time does not indefinitely govern this tale. We will explore this further in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel to not miss out on the mythological knowledge videos.